Yo, what's going on, everybody? So I'm here with the front lever that you can do on the pull-up bar. So let's get started with that right now so you can get you your front lever. All right, so we're going to start off with the most important one. If it's anything that you're going to look up, don't click off. Do not click off at all. You have to know you have to hold on to the bar long enough for yourself to be able to do a pull to the front lever. How about some pull-up? But here's the whole thing. If your grip is like really weak and you're not able to hold yourself on the bar, like I want to say about 15 seconds, 20 seconds or more, then this is going to be totally useless if you cannot do a front lever at all. The whole main thing about this, in order to make this a little bit harder for yourself, this is dead hangs. You can do one arm dead hang and then switching back and forth. So that way you can give yourself a little bit more better grip, more better hold time on the pull-up bar. So that way you can actually get your front lever that way. All right, so we're going off of this right now. We're doing the tuck front lever. The tuck front lever is gonna be, I'm gonna go the other way. This is gonna mean a lot for you. Now, coming from right here, I want you to do is just tuck in your knees and just go like this. Do not slouch your scapula like that at all. Squeeze and hold it for the majority of the time. All right, so coming from a tuck lever, you're probably thinking like from the tuck to advanced tuck, which we're going to show in the next section. You're probably wondering what can you do to help yourself get better at it or be a better hold time. Now, I don't have it on me right now, but we have bands. What you can do is strap bands around here and actually make sure that you're also coming from here, because the one thing you don't want to do is slouch. You don't have to do this at all. You want to be able to go like from here, from the pull-up bar, is making sure in the end that you're also squeezing your scapula in the end, because as you can see, if you slouch a little bit, it's going to hurt your lower back. So that's the whole main thing about this. Now, as you see from our other short that I did before, I said you should always do the negative stuff, right? And anything, this is what I always want to say. Anything you want to do the negative of, you want to do the positive of whatever skill you want to do. So coming from here, now let's say you train the straddle, right? So straddle is always you gonna spread your legs out. So coming from here, you just come down slowly. Make sure you control the negative every time you can. Don't ever just try to force you all the way down. Try to control the negative as much as possible, because when you control the negative, you're gonna get the positive of this move to a point where this, coming from the tuck, you're gonna be able to get into the next progression a whole lot faster than you think. All right, so next up, after you build some strength, getting your core all situated, making sure that you actually are comfortable doing the tuck front lever. Now it's time to do the advanced tuck front lever. Now, from this move, from right here, all you're gonna be doing is this. From now, if you can't, I would expect yourself not to be able to do the advanced tuck front lever, my bad, too really quickly. But if you come from here, from the tuck, and this the advance. Now, if you're having a problem with that, that's totally fine. All I want you to do is to be able just to, majority of the time, just to hold yourself. You're gonna see a whole lot greater demand on it, on your core and on your lower back. So that's what I'm trying to have you avoid, is having your lower back going like this, because when this is hurt, that's an indicator that you're doing it wrong. Make sure you're actually activating your core for this, because you're going to see, going to the advance, you're going to need a whole lot more core engagement. I keep telling you, you need to train your core. Your core is going to be the fundamental for any skill you're going to do. Just make sure you take your time from this. If you're having a problem with it, and I say again, go from the negative. Use the advanced tuck from coming up from the bar, and then you come from using the negative knee in. Also from, you can use that as superset and going down from using the advanced tuck 2 seconds and go to the tuck front lever for 5 to 10 seconds again. Build yourself up from this. Don't rush in this at all. Take your time and just make sure in the end that you actually have enough strength to hold the advanced tuck for about 10-15 seconds again. Alright, so now coming from, let's say you got your good advanced tuck and you hold it for about a good 10-15 seconds. Now you can get to the juicier part of this, is the one leg front lever. Now I'm going to show you this. I will admit this is kind of crazy, but once you build yourself up, you're going to notice in the end that from the one leg, you're almost a step closer to getting your full front lever in the end. So coming from here, we're going to do this like right here. Now keep one leg tucked in. That's all it is. That's all you're doing. That is going to build up a whole lot of strength for yourself. And then watch. Eventually, when you get to a little bit, you're going to be noticing that it's going to be a little bit easier. So like how I trained it is that I use that one leg front lever from the negatives, from the pull-up bar, then going back and forth, and then finishing on with the advanced tuck for about 15 seconds. So for example, if I'm at the one leg front lever and I'm doing the negatives, I may be doing like maybe 5 sets of those in the end, and then holding the tuck for about 10 to 15 seconds in the end. I like to do supersets a lot. Now that's just me. That's how I train myself to get to the front lever in the end. But that's just my notion about how I get it. There might be other videos that may or may not help you out in the end. This is just how I got the front lever in the end. I just build myself up step at a time in the end. Next step is going to be straddle. Listen up. You are one step closer to your full front lever. Honestly, if it was me, if you can do the straddle for about 10, 15 seconds, 20 seconds, you pretty much can do a front lever immediately, because the straddle is basically the next step into doing the full. That's why I say to me, if I'm just trying to train to do the straddle planche in the end. So think about it, like if I can do a straddle planche, you can do basically a planche in the end. So this is the most key thing you have to understand about doing straddle front lever. You're coming up here, making sure that in the end, like I said from the very first one, when you're working on your hold time, make sure your legs are wide. Now, depending on how you are, I don't know how your hips are at all, Matt, but this is I'm going to show the example for straddle. Coming from here, then the advanced tuck, then the one leg. And that was probably sloppy. I will admit that was probably sloppy. But as you can tell, that's a straddle. Now what I don't want you to do is coming up here. This is not a straddle. That's not a straddle at all. Take your time. That's what I always say. Take your time with this move. This move is like, the front lever is a very good move to learn. The reason why I probably won't have a tutorial about how to do the back lever in, because to me the back lever was pretty easy. That's just me. But I'm going on topic. But from here, think about when your straddle is slouched. All I want you to do, what that means, is go back a step. So from there, then go back to one leg. Then work on your advanced tuck. The whole thing is that your hip cannot be slouching at all. You want to make sure you activate your glutes for this move, because yes, the straddle does require some glute activation in it. So let's say, if I can do it again. So let's say you're coming from here, and we're gonna go from here. Activate your glutes and activate from here. I'm gonna show from the other side. That also activate your scapula too, like this. You should be squeezing just like that in the end. You're gonna see that you're able to hold it. Now I will admit, you probably may be holding for about 3 seconds at times. That's fine. That's totally fine. Build yourself up from it. From there, if you're going for 3 seconds, go down a step and hold that for even longer seconds. Then stop, rest, do the same thing. Build yourself up from the time. That's just how I was able to get it. All I did was a whole bunch of negatives, and then going from 3 seconds from where I want to be, and then doing 10 seconds down from the other level down. That's how I got it. And that's it, the majority of it of the time. All right, so there really is no explanation for this. All this is just basically from the straddle, you're closing your legs, and you got the fold in the end. That's simple as much as possible I can say in the end. From here, from the front lever, you want to build up your time, then go from the front lever, then to straddle, and then into one leg. But honestly, go from the full into straddle, because at that point, you're pretty much good at this point. Like, you pretty much have a good base form and a good form for yourself to actually get the front lever. Now you want to do this a little bit the whole time, then coming from the full, go back up to doing the negatives in the end. Now I'm gonna just demonstrate by how I did it and how I get a little bit better hold time, and just go from there. So just watch. So come up from here. Come down. Now I do negative. Now, that is how I learned it about how to do the front lever. Now, if you like this video, please like, share, comment, and subscribe for many more tutorials. I am actually working on my planche for our time being right now. Really can't show you a good only time from going maybe from a tuck planche and all that. But if you want more videos and more tutorials about how to get more strength or body weight training or anything you want to do with your body weight, let me know down in the comment section. Let me know what you want to see next in the video ideas, and I see you in the next one. Peace.